Let us welcome the eighth speaker. The eighth speaker is Miss Rei Fujiyama.
Her speech title is, What is your time thief? What is your time thief? So, Miss Fujiyama, please come up to the stage.
Thank you, the Masters of Ceremony, distinguished judges, all the organizers. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, everyone. My name is Rei Fujiyama, and I'm from the Time Saving Bank. Today, I have a very special offer for you. Why don't you deposit your time in our bank? There's nothing difficult. For example, if you deposit just 2 hours a day, after 10 years, it will increase 4 times. After 10 years, it will increase 8 times. After 40 years, you'll have saved 7,475,200 hours. What do you think? Isn't this wonderful? Why don't you deposit your time in our bank? Of course, I don't belong to the time-saving bank. I'm just another college girl. How did you feel when you hear this story? Did you feel you want to deposit your time? Did it not resonate well because of my terrible sales skills? If so, I'll make more efforts. Time-saving bank, how fishy. Actually, this is a bank that appears in one of my favorite English literature, Momo by Michael Ende. So today, I'd like to discuss with everyone here about time through Momo and my personal experience. I hope that my speech will help you to reconsider your thinking toward time. Before sharing my experience, there's one thing I want you to think. I want you to think back what you did yesterday. How much time did you spend on different activities? The important thing is whether those activities have urgency and importance. Urgency and importance? You may think, everything is urgent and important for me. Let me explain a little. We all have different circumstances and environments, but there's one thing that we all have in common. That is, 24 hours in a day. Every person have 24 hours a day, and we use it in different activities. But sometimes we miss unnecessary and waste time. We feel busy and think there's not enough time. But let's consider if those busyness is truly necessary. One way is to categorize tasks by urgency and importance using the Eisenhower matrix, which categorizes tasks into 4 categories. Tasks that are important and urgent. Tasks that are important but not urgent. Tasks that are urgent but not tasks that are not important but urgent. And finally, the theme of my speech, tasks that are neither urgent nor important. Clear examples are browsing internet or doing video games more than necessary. For me, watching YouTube falls into this category. I used to watch so many YouTube videos even before going to bed. Even though it wasn't something I had to do, I couldn't stop watching it. Then one day, I had a chance to read Momo for the first time in 10 years due to my school assignment. Since then, for me, it was just a fantasy novel. But reading again as an adult, I saw the deeper meanings and messages it conveys. Please allow me to briefly touch upon the synopsis of Momo. This is about the fantasy novel about a time thief and Momo, a girl named Momo. One day her world changes when the man in gray arrives, convincing everyone to start saving time in their time-saving bank, like I did in the intro of my speech. Man in Gray promised people to give more time in the future, but with one condition, which is to save time as much as they can. Time is money, save it. Time is precious, don't waste it. Saving time is the only way to happiness. But the more people save time, the thinner their life becomes. The more time one saves, they lose their time. Yes, the true identity of Man in Gray was time thieves. This story not only raises awareness about the true meaning of time, but it also sounding a warning to modern people who is chasing after time and losing the sense of living in the way humans were meant to. Above all, it suggests that time thieves are active in real world. Think about the examples I mentioned earlier, such as browsing the internet or watching YouTube. If there's a purpose behind the browsing, then it's fine. However, if you're watching it without any particular purpose, you unknowingly have your precious time stolen by time thieves. I was deeply shocked by this reality. So, I decided to uninstall YouTube app. It has been more than a couple of months since I deleted it, and I don't have any problems. Since then, I've been able to wake up early ever since. Moreover, I find myself more focused on important tasks like school assignments, speech preparation, and so on. Furthermore, I had the leisure time to read books, enjoy a precious moment with my grandparents, and appreciate the beauty of nature while walking my dog in a nearby park. These changes made my daily life more precious, more fulfilling, and wonderful. I'll ask you again. What is your time thief? Sorry. What is your time thief? Why don't you try prioritizing them once and identify what truly mattered to you and organizing them once? Time is the most precious gift, one of the most precious gifts we have. We have to be careful of time thieves in order to protect our own precious time. Actually, however, it is we ourselves who create the existence of time thieves. So, because it is us, let's precious our own time and think what time truly matters to you. Lastly, let me share one of my favorite quotes from Momo to you all. We have the eyes to see the light and ears to hear sound. So we have heart to appreciate time. And if the heart doesn't appreciate time, it's just like you don't have it. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Ms. Fujiyama. Now we have a question and answer session. Mr. Kubota, please.
Okay, thank you very much, Ray-san.
Thank you.
So, you asked us to save time. And looking at the story of Momo, Man in Gray also asks people to save time. But the reality was they were time thieves. But so you are saying the same thing as Man in Gray does. What is the difference between Man in Gray and
me?
Yourself?
Okay, thank you for asking. About the Man in Gray in Momo, Man in Gray convinced people to save time, but they didn't say. But about in my opinion, I think the time is different. What the Man in Gray what the time Man in Gray wants to say. They want to say that after convincing people to save time, people started to work, and the Man in Gray didn't convince people to appreciate the other important moments. However, I want everyone to, about the save time, it's the same, but I want everyone to save time on things that when we live in normal way, we sometimes dismiss about important moments, like precious time with our loved ones or the beauty nature. So I want people to save time for that. That's the difference. Thank you.
Okay. So my next question. So you say that we have to cut off the not urgent, unimportant things, right?
Yeah.
Things not important,
yeah.
things not urgent. But maybe there would be some kind of hidden value in wasteful things, what you define wasteful. And maybe we can't find what is truly wasteful unless, without doing wasteful things. By doing so many wasteful things, then we can find what is truly wasteful. So isn't it somehow important to do wasteful things?
You mean that is there an importance of doing wasteful things?
Or yeah, kind of why not do wasteful things?
Well, it's based on my experience, but for example, when I'm tired back home and when I'm watching TV for a long time, and if I turn off the TV and if I feel relaxed, I think that time wasn't a waste time. But if I think that I regret that time, I should do something, then it might change to a waste time. So I think it depends on the situation and person.
Okay, so maybe there would be wasteful human relationships, not the time.
Yeah.
How would you define the wasteful human relationship, and how would you manage it with it?
You mean time that was used for human relationship?
Yes. And also, that's the thing, yeah. Wasteful human relationships.
I'm still young, so I don't have a human enough relationship. But living for 20 years, I think there was no waste relationship. But it's difficult to identify what's a wasted relationship. But if that relationship have a special, precious meaning to your life, maybe it's not a wasted relationship. Sorry, I don't know what is a wasted human relationship yet. Sorry.
Okay. So time's come. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Kubota and Ms. Fujiyama.